Do you know, I'll be honest, yeah. The only reason I'm doing this video, yeah, is because last night I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream last night, yeah. And in my dream, yeah, Arteta played a heavily weakened side against Liverpool. I remember in my dream I was looking at the lineup and I was like, how dare you? How dare you? Well, you didn't want to rotate prior to the Champions League semi-final, but the game after you want to rotate against Liverpool at Anfield. How dare you? So basically, Arsenal are playing Liverpool today at Anfield, in, I guess, the first of three games that mean absolutely nothing to Arsenal because season's done. It's just that simple. And I'm left here with a bit of regret because this game could have meant so much more. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal versus Liverpool at Anfield. It's always a big game. It's always a spectacle, man. It's always a fun one to watch, and it just would have been nicer if there was just, something on the line for this game, but there's not. So, truth be told, I don't know how other Arsenal fans feel about this game, but I honestly don't care. I'm only watching it because I support Arsenal. It literally, that's what it is. I'm only watching it because I support Arsenal. And obviously, you know, um, we're meant to give them a guard of honor. I just hope that we give them the guard of honor. It's the respectable thing to do. We like to say that, we're a different club when it comes to like class and behavior and culture, and do you know what I mean? We're one of the beacons of respect, and we do things the right way. Just give them their guard of honor in it. Like, let's not be salty, guys. Like, let's not bring me with any more shame than you've already brought me this season. And you get me? Let's just keep it stepping. I think this guard of honor for a lot of those players, it can be like a wake up call. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they feel pain giving those Liverpool players that guard of honor. I hope they feel pain. Yeah, and I hope it begins their villain arc. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I hope it begins your villain arc. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you lot use it as energy, use it as a cause for next season to go and win every game. Yeah, don't leave it down to nothing. Just win every game. Do you know what I'm saying? So, obviously going into this game as well, like I don't know how serious Liverpool will take it. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of their players, they're already on the beach, rightfully so. Do you know what I'm saying? And we saw in the Chelsea game, which I was quite shocked. Chelsea slapped them up, and I think that just shows that do Liverpool really care? Maybe there might be the small element of they got caught off guard by that 3-1, and they want to bounce back and just show like a little bit of like, because we are the champions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be getting smoked by Chelsea and Arsenal at the end of the season with the champions. So maybe Chelsea are the lucky ones and they got the victory, and we'll be the ones that receive the L in it because they'll power up and be like, well, we're Liverpool. Do you get it? Wait, I don't even think it's their... I don't think it's their last game at Anfield either. I don't think this is their last game at Anfield. I think they got one more at Anfield. So there's not the buff of final game at Anfield in the season. So I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know how the players will feel. I don't know how the players will react to being knocked out of the Champions League. I don't know what impact that will have on their mentality. I don't know if a lot of them, maybe they're already at the... Maybe a lot of the Arsenal players are already at the beach as well, because the way... I don't know, some of them might be seeing it like, yeah, cool, we got Liverpool, and then we got our final home game against Newcastle, which they might be, you know what, that game we're going to win because it's our final game at the Emirates. We have to win our final game at the Emirates. And then even if they don't win that, let's just say that they don't win that. I mean, they got Southampton away, final game of the season. Like, if we can't, and I know Manchester City just drew with them, yeah, but if we can't beat Southampton, final game of the season, when we need to, because it could become a need, yeah, and it's just mad to say that we've been second all season, and it's mad to say that we may need to beat Southampton to actually get Champions League football next season. That's crazy. When you think about it, second all season, Champions League semi-final. But for us to get Champions League next season, we might actually have to need to beat Southampton. It's crazy. Honestly, I can't believe it. Personally, like, this is why I think a lot of big decisions need to be made in the summer. But that's neither here nor there, innit? So, do you know, I'll be honest, yeah, the only reason I'm doing this video, yeah, is because last night I had a dream. Yeah, I had a dream last night, yeah. And in my dream, yeah, Arteta played a heavily weakened side against Liverpool. I remember in my dream, I was looking at the lineup and I was like, how dare you? How dare you? Well, you didn't want to rotate prior to the Champions League semi-final, but the game after you want to rotate against Liverpool at Anfield. How dare you? So I'm just going out there. I don't know. Maybe he'll see this video prior. Please, just play a strong team. You don't have to play your strongest team, but in my dream, you played the weakest possible team. Like, I'm talking like Tommy Setford was in goal. Exactly, bro. Cabia was starting, bro. I was seeing some mad stuff in my dream. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, in this game, it doesn't matter, but like, at least let me watch a spectacle at Anfield. At least let it be an attractive game to watch. Do you know what I mean? Like, make it end-to-end basketball things. You know what I mean? Like a 5-4 type game. Don't care if we win, don't care if we lose. But like a 5-4 game. Like, let me be on the edge of my seat. Let me feel kind of, you know what I mean? That's all I have right now. That's all I have right now as an Arsenal fan. I just want to watch good football. So these last 3 games, just let me watch good football. Now, obviously, I don't know, like, for me, it's kind of hard to preview this game, because when you're checked out, like, it's kind of hard. I haven't watched any of the match press conferences. I haven't. Like, I've just been so tapped out of us. Like, I've been so checked out of us. Like, I'm still suffering from being knocked out of the Champions League. Like, my mind is still there. My heart is still, that pain is still there in it. So, I haven't seen any of the press conferences. So, I don't know what the idea... Do you know what? Actually, tell a lie. I saw, like, a little snippet of Arteta getting a bit... Do you know what I mean? About being asked about the striker situation again. And he's like, paraphrasing, how many times do I have to say it? We want the best players at the club. I mean, you definitely don't show it with some of the signings, but we want the best players at the club. If there's 3 players out there in the forward line that can score 25 plus goals, I'll bring them here. Well, why haven't you brought Gyökeres in yet, you fraud? How dare you say those things? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You've had like 4 transfer windows to bring Gyökeres to the carpet and you haven't brought him here. How dare you, you fraud. Don't say that ever again. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm zoned out. But I mean, thinking about it, there's something very... there's a way for me to be further put in the mud. And you, as an Arsenal fan, and... I bet you're probably sitting there thinking, wait, how? You already can't win the Premier League. You already, you've been knocked out of the Champions League. You're not going to win any trophies this season. Maybe you'll finish outside of the Champions League spots, but that can't happen in this game. Whatever could you be talking about, Hooks? Well... Let me explain. If Mo Salah, yeah, I think it's 2 assists. I think it's 2 assists. Or is it 3? I think 2 assists equals, I may be wrong, obviously, correct me in the comments, that's what they're there for. I think 2 assists equals Henry's best season, yeah, for Arsenal, in the Premier League, that is. and 3 assists breaks it. So, if Mo Salah gets 3 assists in this game, yeah, I'm gonna have to jump on stream to stream, and all the titles are gonna be Hooks in the Mud, the Salah breaks Henry record, and I'm gonna be talking about something that really and truly I don't give a shit about, because it's like Henry wasn't Henry because of that record, but Salah can only be Salah because of that record. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Henry is not about records. Do you get it? But Salah, it can only be about GAN records. Yeah, hold that. Yeah. Sorry, Liverpool fans. Just some Liverpool fans just take it a bit too far. You man over in Merseyside blessed, but some of these London man, they lost their mind in it. So just had to get that out there. So, in terms of like, obviously, I imagine Mo Salah to be a threat, because I imagine Mo Salah himself is probably thinking, "Raw, how cool would it be to break that record against Arsenal?" Probably, you know what I mean? And obviously, because it's Arsenal at Anfield, like, I just feel like a lot of their players are gonna like want to step up and do something. So I can imagine Jota, like, he always scores against us, probably gonna get a goal. Gakpo, like, he's looked good this season. I think he will have a good game. Then I don't know, do they play Gravenberch? Maybe, I don't know. Does Chiesa get? Because obviously I think they're planning on playing a few of their players, so more of their squad can get the Premier League winners medal. So I don't know what to expect, but I guess the one thing, like McAllister, he's gonna do something. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like Trent's not gonna play. I don't think. I think Trent's not, because I think Slot did come out and say that what's his name? Conor Bradley is gonna start. So Conor Bradley's gonna get some minutes, and I think he's someone that needs maybe a few games to get his medal as well. So, I mean, we won't see Trent from the start, but maybe he'll come on at some point. Maybe that'll impact the game. But they got threats all over the pitch. Like, if we're being honest, they got threats all over the pitch. So, I think it's going to be a very tricky game for Arsenal. A very, very tricky game. And they could well put us to the sword. I'll be honest. Like, yeah. I don't know, maybe a Saka goal at Anfield, it would be like a mini kind of, way, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean anything, you know, at this much. Do you know, at this point, Arsenal players just hunt GA. Just hunt GA. That's all you can do in these last 3 games. Just hunt GA in it, and see what you end the season with. Hold the L. It's going to be very interesting to see the crowd's reaction at the Newcastle game, last home game. It's going to be very interesting to see It's going to be very interesting to see what Mikel Arteta says at the end of that game, because he'll probably do a speech to the fans, and yeah, I'm anticipating. Yeah. So, look, in terms of how the game's gonna go, I do think Arsenal are gonna lose. You know, I predicted it on my prediction show with George earlier in the week. Sorry. Yeah, Friday. Sorry, earlier in the week is a bit of a fraudulent thing in it, because it was only 2 days ago. I think Arsenal are gonna lose. The scoreline that I did go with was 2-0. I did go for Salah, man of the match. I guess the only thing I need to think about is at this point, do I think anything changes? Do you know what? I'll change it I'll go from 2-0 to 3-1. I'll go 3-1. 3-1. 3-1 Liverpool at Anfield is what I'm predicting. Hopefully they show me something different and that changes, but at the end of the day, at this point, I don't care about scoreline. I don't care about result. I don't care about anything. Like, I'm so far checked out now that, like, yeah, my head is, I'm up in space with the aliens, bro. Like, I'm still over them sides. So, yeah, but I guess, yeah, that's kind of all I really got to say on the game. So, yeah, comments, people.